Welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are having a great day. So this is going to be a fun video today. We're looking at some of the top projects that are going to be coming out on Polkadot, right? And so Polkadot has been so successful, and the technology that's going to allow scaling, that's going to allow there to be a great reduction in fees, such as what you have on Ethereum, which is going to be able to scale to a solution unlike any chain can do at this point in time through pure chain technology. Because of the success of Polkadot, we're now beginning to see there are going to be many projects operating in the Polkadot ecosystem that are going to be of tremendous value. And so we're going to go over some of them today, and we're going to talk about the latest feature in Bitcoin MYK, the DeFi protector, unlocking the DeFi value. And I think it's going to be very important to a lot of DeFi holders, and we're going to get into that a little later in the video. But first, let's look at some of these top projects on the Polkadot ecosystem. MantraDAO, an interoperable and adaptable lending and earning DeFi project that relies on crowd wisdom to create a community governed ecosystem for Web 3.0. The project features a reputation-based karma system similar to Reddit to reward users. So that's very interesting, because what we've been hearing, or questions I've been getting asked is there going to be applications on Polkadot similar to where you can post and earn and get rewards from users? That's very popular, especially a lot of the people who deal with our project, Bitcoin MYK, come from the Steam and Hive community, and they're used to rewards pools, delegated proof of stake, and proof of boring algorithms, right? And so although that's had its problems and issues, there is now options to that. And so Polkadot's going to be producing, as we can see, many options to that and alternatives, other ways you can earn and post. Now, Chainlink's coming in at number 2, and what it says about Chainlink, a vital component of the decentralized finance. It has partnerships with 200 plus major companies and teams. The Chainlink data oracles are integrated with nearly all Ethereum-based DeFi projects, and it has profited from the recent DeFi boom, right? And it's saying down here that Chainlink has been integrated with Polkadot to become the primary provider of decentralized data oracles facility to peer chains on the Polkadot network outside Ethereum. This is the second major blockchain that is supported by Chainlink. Okay. Then we have Anchor. Anchor is a project which allows users to deploy customized and user-friendly nodes. Essentially, it's a blockchain infrastructure marketplace for Web 3.0. It removes the need for complicated setups and high technical knowledge to be able to work in the blockchain field. Anchor enables easy access to blockchain technologies and DeFi. So Anchor is basically getting into that drag and drop operation of being able to set up your own blockchains on the Polkadot network. Going to get rid of a lot of the need for high technical aptitudes to do these things, and it's going to make it a lot easier for people to businesses and other entities to get involved in cryptocurrency and blockchain technology without needing to hire the development teams that are going to spend a couple $100,000 on creating a blockchain. Ocean Protocol coming in at number 4. Offers a way for users to launch a decentralized data marketplace. The data marketplace is used to store, share, and monetize data while maintaining transparency, privacy, auditability, and control. The scalable protocol will unblock data, particularly for artificial intelligence. It is integrated with Polkadot network to enable seamless integration and provides data to the network's different parachains. Right, very interesting there. And last, Darwinia, what we've heard a lot about, cross-chain network built on Polkadot and Substrate to enable the transfer of assets and value across blockchains. It focuses especially on the NFTs and gaming assets, right, the non-fungible tokens, and it's integrated with Polkadot as its own separate parachain. However, it can function on its own as well. Very interesting, and sounds kind of similar to what Bitcoin MYK is doing. So these are very interesting projects on Polkadot. But last but not least, we want to talk about Bitcoin MYK and why I think it should make this list, and some very interesting features that what we're going to have coming out in the next few weeks with Bitcoin MYK. All right, so here on the Bitcoin MYK site. So to understand, Bitcoin MYK has set up its own blockchain on the Polkadot network as a parachain using the substrate framework. Okay, so what's going on now is basically what Bitcoin MYK does is it was before a multi-chain token, right? A universal bridge cryptocurrency. And what it's able to do is able to transfer value from one chain to another. Now, using Polkadot technology, it's going to make it a lot easier for us to do that. Before, it was a problem trying to have gateways to go from chain to chain. Some blockchains we could do, some we couldn't. And so with Polkadot technology, those are going to be things of the past. Calling what Bitcoin MYK does is it's going, we believe, to be the biggest network in cryptocurrency. That's because with the onslaught of the global pandemic, with automation coming in over the next decade and taking over 47% of the world's job market, we believe that universal basic income is going to be the next leap forward, and that is going to spawn a new economic system. So we believe we're going to get a lot of users, a lot of people growing the value of our network. This is going to translate the value, what we call freemium services, similar to what you get on Facebook and Twitter, how they become nearly $1 trillion companies without any cost to the end user, right? At least not directly. We believe implementing those type of ideas into Bitcoin MYK is going to grow it tremendously. Also, Bitcoin MYK has that Bitcoin name in it, signifying the similarities to what you would get in a Bitcoin fork, meaning most of the Bitcoin network owns Bitcoin MYK. Now, the reason we're calling it the DeFi protector and are finding a niche here in this DeFi craze that's going on is we believe that DeFi is going to be the next big bubble in cryptocurrency and create a disaster, right? So what we're doing here is based on the amount of DeFi tokens you stake in, you will be able to, through a wallet signature and through proving you've staked a certain amount of money, be able to claim a relational value of Bitcoin MYK. Now, the way that the formula will work will be similar to how we do our forking like formula, and it will be based on how much you stake and relational dollar value to the price of Bitcoin. So for every one Bitcoin, we'll relationally value Bitcoin MYK at the same rate of around now about $10,000, which means, for instance, if you can prove you've staked on several chains $10,000 that we'll accept, you'll be able to claim that much value in Bitcoin MYK relational to the price of Bitcoin. Now, the question is, how does this serve as a DeFi protector? And where does the value come from? How are you able to substantiate it, Bitcoin MYK being a new project with very little value? Well, we believe that there are certain tokenomics that exist in Bitcoin MYK that are going to make a lot of sense. As the value of the network grows, and if you can imagine the value of something like Facebook being worth almost $1 trillion, $600-700 billion at this point in time, imagine that type of value in a project like Bitcoin MYK. But as you claim your tokens, the deflation of the token continues, so the inflation becomes very low. In other words, the value of our cryptocurrency should increase with the growth in the value of that network going back into the cryptocurrency. This is different than how some projects mean to unlock DeFi value in using a stable coin. The problem with stable coins is they're generally going to be backed by something like the US dollar or something like that. And then it becomes an auditing problem, right? We don't want any auditing problems. We want something where you can, for yourself, look at the value and the use of a network and determine the value that way, not based on the value of some fiat currency, okay? Now, remember, you get these tokens free based on what you stake on approved staking networks, which is going to be Polkadot, going to be Ethereum, going to be most of the highly regarded DeFi tokens that are like Yearn and many of the others that are out there right now. You're going to be able to claim that way. Now, why do you want to do that? Well, the reason I think you should want to do that, especially with many of these projects, is they jump from project to project, is we do not know when that bubble is going to hit. And something to get is always better than nothing. And if we're right about using a method and a model like this can be another leap forward in cryptocurrency to help preserve some of your value. And it's certainly a good feeling to have something other than nothing, right? If you're losing 50, 90% on your DeFi investment, to be able to hold that value in Bitcoin MYK, I think is a great move. And we think if we play our cards right with this can work and protect a lot of DeFi token holders to a great deal. Not saying that it will preserve your money. We do not know that. But it's free to try. And why not try? What do you have to lose, so to speak, right? So I think it's a very interesting concept, how it's going to work, how the deflationary rate is going to hopefully